Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys. Yes, we in here. Finally, finally in here. Salute to the queen of MMA, but she gonna be a nerd tonight. Sorry that we a little late, but we are definitely in this thing. Salute to my sis Tay Tay. I appreciate her so much. It's a real NY thing. You know, we really support each other, and I appreciate us being able to unwind outside of combative sports because that's mainly what we touch on. If you are a comic book nerd and you are part of this channel and you like combative sports, whether it's MMA or boxing, make sure that you subscribe to the Queen of MMA, Tay Tay Brown, and make sure that you subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. But it's not about combative sports tonight. It is about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And looking at this pizza, because I got something coming up on the horizon, it making me want a pizza. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta keep it all the way real. That pizza look good in the background, but we gonna hold it down. Um, Salute to everybody. I know this is a brand new channel, and we just getting it started, but we definitely gonna build, and we're gonna be on this channel a little bit more. Tay Tay, let the people know what's going on with your other channel. This is for the kids also. I just want everybody to know that comes in the comment section. Please, if you're gonna cuss, say hell or damn. No S or F word, please, or B word, please. This is for the children. Go ahead, Tay Tay. Or no M bombs. Hell or damn, it's fine. Go ahead,
Hmm.
Tay Tay.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? What's going on? This is your girl, Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA Combat Entertainment. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram as MMA underscore Empress 96. And I'm also on Twitter. What's up, Act? What's going on?
What's going on? Yo, well, we got to talk about
Mm-hmm.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is such a big part in my life, specifically,
Mm-hmm.
because I always loved the Turtles. I always felt as though a connection, you know what I mean? Because how me and my brothers were. We all was different. We all were the same, but we all were different.
Right.
So um I actually appreciate that. And after the show, I'm
Right.
actually gonna put on my other page, on the community page,
Mm-hmm.
which was your favorite turtle. Cause I'll be
Right.
interested to know, not just by us, I know who me and your favorite turtle is,
Right.
but other people in the community, what their favorite turtle was.
Mm-hmm.
Um my co-host, I don't know if he's gonna be joining us yet or what's gonna be the situation with him, but we definitely, me and Tay Tay were set to do this. So even if we gotta do this alone, we will definitely get into this. Um
Mm-hmm.
so Tay, do you got anything that you want to say about the turtles before I give my spill on the turtles?
Well, I remember like every Saturday, or I don't think
Hmm.
it was every Saturday. I think it was like during the week or something like that. They would always come on, and I've always been fascinated with the turtles, and definitely I was excited when the movie came out. And I told my mom about this, and
Mm.
my mom actually took me to the movies to see the turtle. Hey, Mac, what's up?
Uh-oh.
Um,
What's up
Uh-oh.
with
Uh-oh.
it?
You see
What's
how
up
the
with
voice.
it?
All right,
ah,
Mac, before you get started, brother. This is my co-host, y'all. This is who I'm gonna be rocking with. You know what I mean? This is our first episode. This is Comic Cons. We're gonna eventually get the trailer. We're gonna eventually have the logo and the avatar, whatever. Only hella damn is allowed. No B, no S, and no F words. This is literally
Nothing.
a page for 12 to 17-year-olds. No cussing, no M bombs, please.
Nope. And no N word.
So this is going to teach us how to restrain ourselves on this channel. But go ahead, Mac. Let the people know where they can find you at, and all that good stuff.
Find me on YouTube and Ringside Views and Stay Ready Mac, man.
Yes, sir. Tay Tay, I'm sorry for interrupting you. You
no,
said
no, no.
that
You good? You
your
good?
mom. You
Hey,
said your
Tay
mom
Tay.
took you to go.
Hey, what's good, Mac? What's going on? Yeah, she actually took me and my cousin to see the turtle movie when it came out, and you should have saw the look on my mom's face. She was like, "What is going on? What is this?" But
Mm.
yeah. Especially when the movie came out, I became a huge fan of the turtles.
This is making me just want pizza. I'm not even gonna sit
Oh
here and lie to you.
yeah,
I'm not even gonna
exactly.
lie to you. A thin crust New York style
Hell
pizza.
yeah.
Shout out to Bleecker Street because I believe that's where the turtles was from.
Not gonna
Um,
lie to you, I love New York style pizza. And I almost
yes, you
ordered me one
smart
today.
because you smart. You smart.
I almost ordered
In
one
the
today, but I'm doing right, eating right. So you know.
Yo, Mac, I just want to say I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm so proud of you. It seemed like when I grind hard, you grind hard. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got to, man. I
I'm
got to.
happy. And I knew you really did because you sent me the pic of you in a white t-shirt. Not no black
Oh yeah.
t-shirt or a navy blue. So that
Oh
shows
yeah.
me that it's real. Because black or navy blue, it makes you cut weight. It makes you look skinny.
Oh, I know,
So
but you know, black my favorite color, so you always gonna see me in black.
well, but let's talk about the Ninja Turtles. Uh, I just want to say before we get started, may peace be upon Jim Henson. This is actually, and this is before me. I really don't know who Jim Henson is. I only really researched it. I know Mac and maybe Tay Tay know who he is
Maybe
because of
I know
like,
who he is.
it's, excuse me. Um, I know his work, but I don't know the man. From what I was told, this was actually one of the last projects that he worked on before he passed away. I didn't know that. I know his kids and his kids try to continue on with his work, but from what my old heads tell me, there was nothing like Jim Henson. So may peace be upon Jim Henson. He seemed like he was pioneer and
He
um,
he really
a
was
legend,
champ.
a living
He
legend.
he was. You know, he was all the Muppet movies that you saw. That was him.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I know him from. Like he might have done
Uh,
more, but I do know him from all the Muppet movies.
well, he did the voice of
Yeah,
Kermit the Frog,
Yeah.
I knew the
and
Muppets. Yeah, the
yeah,
Muppets.
he did a lot of movies. He did movies
But
called like
they
The
said that
Dark
he
Crystal.
actually never had took on anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I really researched it. Like when he did the whole Ninja Turtles film. They said that he never took on anything like this. It was new to have because the CGI wasn't popping yet. The CGI wasn't popping yet, man. One of the first CGI movies was The Mask, which is ironically one of my favorite movies. And me and Mac will be covering that comic book. I might actually have to buy the comic. It's an arm and a leg now. It probably
Yes,
wasn't an
they are.
arm and a leg
Yes, they
back
are.
then. The Mask time, but they're actually good. They're actually good. I read one because my older brother and I couldn't take it from my brother Jeffrey, but because he was smart, he was like, "Yo, you're not taking this." And he was like, "You're not getting this copy, bro." And he got it in the plastic and everything, but he let me read it. So salute to my brother Jeffrey.
I can't open up none of my comics, champ.
You can't do what?
Mac, I'm gonna open up one of them comics.
Oh no, the hell you not.
I go for that Weapon X one. You better believe you got the first one too. I'm definitely reading that. I'll put it back. I ain't gonna take it. But oh god, man, where'd you go? Tay Tay, anything that you wanted to bring up?
Um.
Hold it down real quick. Hold it down real quick for me.
Okay. Well, basically, what I like about the Turtles is that when the movie came out, I think it took place in New York, and it just like what Axe said, it was amazing how Jim Henson brought this whole thing to life, and just seeing it at the movies, I was very excited, and yeah, I've always been a big fan of the Turtles. I have a lot of favorite episodes from the Turtles. But I noticed in the movie, it really didn't follow too much of how it did in the cartoon, but definitely was an amazing movie. And didn't really particularly care for like the sequels of the movie. I
Wait,
mean,
can
I
I
was.
ask you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you like more? Not to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the cartoons or did you like the movies?
Well, I would say both, but I didn't like how they did sequel after sequel. I just like part two was okay, but
They
it's just
really didn't have. To keep it real, how many Ninja Turtle movies do you think there is? Go ahead.
well, I know for the movies it's three sequels, and then I think they
No,
came
no,
out.
all of them. Oh, no, all of them that have been happening since
Oh,
forever. How
current.
many do you think? Current, old. How many
Well,
do
I
you
know
think there
during
is?
my time it was three, but I know after that I don't know how many more.
See, you sounding like an OG. It's only been 7 movies, 6 to 7 movies. So it
Oh,
ain't really been that much. It hasn't really been that much. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm more of old school. I don't like the new version of the Turtles.
I'm gonna keep it real. The old school ones wasn't that great either. It's about even, if you ask me.
Really?
Yes,
No, the
the
storyline in the
first
old
one.
school was
No, the
better.
first one. No, the
Thank you,
first
Mac. It
one. The
was.
first one. No, no, no. The first one was good. Then when you start getting to 2, 3, it's just about even. Because
But
I
bro,
think the
when
first
is
one.
sequels ever good? When is sequels ever really good?
I
I
just said
agree. I
that.
agree with
Like
that.
after the second
No,
one,
no.
I
But
stopped
you
watching
said
it.
no. But you said the first three, and I feel like the first one was good. The next
The
two
first
was
three
whack.
was old school. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell
but
you. The
they was
first,
whack. But they was whack. Well, not the first one, but the next two was whack.
yeah, that's
I'm
why
gonna
I
just
draw
be
the
honest.
line. That's where I draw the line with the sequels.
I gotta be honest. I just gotta be honest. Like they was just as good as the TMT one in 2008 when I was coming up. That one was good. That one
It
was
was
good. You need
it
to
was
watch
decent.
that one. No, that one was good and actually sold. That one was good and it sold.
It sold
That one
because it
was
was Teenage
great.
Mutant Ninja Turtle. It was the rebrand. They brought the cartoon back too, so it was gonna sell.
Actually, and Mac, you got a point there. They did bring the cartoon back with that, and actually Nickelodeon ended up buying it around that time. So maybe that's why I got a little bit better. But it seemed like when they reboot the first one, it's better. You know what I mean? I gotta disagree with y'all. I don't think all of the old new ones was whack. Because I think that the other new one was good too in 2014 that they came out with
The
Megan
original
Fox.
April O'Neil in the original movie was better.
Mac, you better cut that out. You better cut that
Oh.
out. You better cut that out. See, this is why this is my co-host. This is
Mm-hmm.
my co-host. He gonna be like, you a little bit younger, so you might not remember. Nah, I got the movies. I got the old ones.
And
I
the
don't even
dude
get.
that played the way they did Casey in the first one was
Yo,
great.
no, he did. You actually, you know what? I take that back. You're right
Mm.
about that. You're right about that in the first movie. He did terrible in the third movie. They didn't even bring him back in the
That's because they
second
was
movie.
in Japan. Hell,
Yeah, that's why.
But they didn't even
That
know.
third one didn't
Y'all
even make no
know. No, no, no,
sense.
no, no. But see, I got the notes. You know that it actually didn't sell, right?
Of course it didn't sell because it was
Oh, okay.
whack.
Okay. But see, the 2008 one sold more than those two that you guys are talking about. That's facts. So
I'm
don't tell me what was a good movie.
I'm going
We
on mute.
going off for what people bought. And actually, I agree with the order of people that bought the movies in because I
bro.
actually liked the 2008 one. I love that one. It was great, actually. That was the one where Splinter said, "You got to be strong when your brothers are weak," and it was great. I thought that one was great. I thought the first one of the old ones was great. Secret of the Ooze and the Turtles in Time. I didn't like that. I don't care what y'all try to sell me because y'all older. That those was whack.
I just said the third one was whack.
You know what I mean?
I didn't
But
even pay
the one
attention
in
to the third one.
2008, the 2008 one was fire. Then once they didn't actually with that one, Mac, I'm gonna talk to you on this one. With that one, uh, they were supposed to actually use a comic book storyline for that. Uh, Turtles Save the City. Uh,
On which one?
in the 2008 one that I'm talking about that I liked, the animated cartoon looking one,
Oh,
where they were a little bit older, and Casey
I
Jones and April got together and stuff like that. That
oh
and
yeah.
that one, that was actually continuing the first one, believe it or not. And then they were supposed to expand upon that, but they got different producers. Mac know how that is with producers and them changing people and stuff like that. So scripts and it happens like that in comic books too. You know what I mean? To where it doesn't actually drop. So they were supposed to use the comic book storyline, Turtle Save the City, uh, 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 that story arc. But what ended up happening, uh, 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 what ended up happening is that basically they didn't use that storyline because they didn't have the same producer or the same executive producer. So, being that they didn't do that, it kind of, to me, that was kind of a flop. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in that story that I was just bringing up, Michelangelo actually flips to the dark side for a little bit. He get disillusioned and he works for the foot.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah, I do
this is
remember that.
this is one of the comic book. Matt probably remember that because it's one of the
Yeah,
comic book ones, and he actually flips for a little bit. He get
and
disillusioned.
even after he was disillusioned and he realized who he was, they used him to play against the foot since he was
Yes.
already in there, and that's how they end up.
Mm. I
I
ain't
would have never thought Michelangelo.
Mac put me over something I didn't even go. I didn't even go even more than that.
Raphael, yes. Michelangelo,
Yeah,
wow.
no, but it makes sense.
Oh
That
yeah,
makes
It's
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's been a
because
while
it's
since I.
mental.
Yeah,
It
it's been a
because it's
while.
mental.
You
Because
know,
it's
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
mentality.
something.
yeah.
Most people really think Mike is dumb, but he's really not. He just like to have fun. Mike is really smart.
Yeah, Mike is smart. He's a party
Yeah, he's a party
you know
animal. There you go.
party animal, that's all. But he is a very, very good fighter, and it's like what Axe said, he does have the hardest weapons.
He
Them
does.
nunchucks, them nunchucks is no
Matter
joke.
of fact, thank you, Tay. Good point. Let's talk about it right now.
Them nunchucks is no joke.
Let's talk. Let's
Facts.
talk about it.
Oh yeah.
He's the youngest and he's the smallest in frame out of the
Yes.
turtles.
Yes, he is.
But but we gotta keep it a
He's also the
stat.
quickest.
He is the quickest too. But see, for somebody that you would
Hmm.
think that isn't intelligent like that, they gave him the hardest weapon to wield out
Them
of ninjas.
nunchucks.
Ninchucks is very hard to master. So we can't really say that he's a slouch like that. Like for you to be able to master nunchucks, if Stormy B was in the chat, he'd be like, that's a fact. Like that's not easy. You know what I mean? So he got some
Hmm.
type of wit within him.
Oh yeah.
Um we gonna you know what, let's talk about the personality of the turtles and then we'll
Hmm.
expand upon storylines more after that. Let's talk about Mikey. What else do y'all think about Mikey and remember about Mikey? uh Stay ready, you could go. Tay Tay, you could go.
One thing about Mikey is even in fights, he was always ready to have fun fighting. Like he made everything fun. Like and even when they was getting beat up, he still cracked jokes to keep the morale of the team alive. That's the type of person Mikey was. Like he would, he had plans. Like he had some crazy plans that everybody would look at, but they always worked in the end. A lot of times, like he was that type of person, and he was always that's Michelangelo. Like I love Michelangelo, even though Raphael is probably my favorite turtle. Michelangelo was the person that made me gravitate to the Ninja Turtles and to even watch
Yeah,
them. Even as a kid,
yes.
I had every single Ninja Turtle toy, the truck, the sewer compound like basement, the hideout. I had the whole setup, like no joke. That was my toy.
You had the garbage truck.
I had everything. I had pizza boxes. I had sewer lids. I had the whole thing. I wish I still had them to this day.
Mm-mm. You heard stay ready. He said he still wish he had them to this day. Tay Tay, do you want to talk about?
Michelangelo, pretty much the same, even though he's goofy, at some times, but I never underestimate Michelangelo. He is a good fighter, and with those nunchucks, they are the hardest weapons. And yes, you have to be a master of that to have that
Yup.
craft. And yeah, I like how when they come together, he loves his brothers, and yeah, Michelangelo, he just likes to party. He's just so goofy, but he fights hard. Definitely fights hard. But he's not my favorite turtle. But Michelangelo, he is that dude though.
I'm gonna just say about Michelangelo, like I was saying, um, he's definitely the comic relief out of the turtles. Tay Tay and Stay Ready is definitely 100% right when it comes to that. Um, uh, that storyline that I was talking about that Mac brought up. See, that's how I know Mac is an OG. That's why I love Mac, and I love talk about comic book with Mac. I'll never forget Mac, even if my brains get punched out, because Mac know his stuff. That's why I said, like, when it come to comics and overall everything, Mac's my guy, because he's like, yeah, actually, and they actually kept him in there. And I bet you, if I read that comic book and I really want to buy it now, because of what Mac just said, I ain't go for it. That probably really happened. You know what I mean? To where even though he flipped, they kept him a Foot Clan member, you know what I mean, as bait so that they could get to whoever they needed to get to in that story arc. Oh man, come on, man.
Oh. What's
Oh
going
my God.
on?
Calabunga. There you go, Tay Tay. That was for you, Tay.
Cowabunga. Oh, there you go. I'm like, where'd he go?
Man, I was trying to come off mute and accidentally pull my screen down and it refreshed.
Yep. Cowabunga.
um, can I ask y'all, um, when y'all think of New York pizza, New York style pizza, do y'all think of the Ninja Turtles? Keep it real. Of course y'all do. Because every time I eat a pizza, I think of either Italians or the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, when I was little, I used to think about it. Not
When
no
I was
more.
little, yeah.
Uh,
Since I got older, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think about the wood.
Mac is
when I
great.
when I was a teenager, I was thinking about it, but now I just be like, let me just get a slice.
Word up. I don't even eat pizza as much as I used to, though, when I was a kid. I used to eat pizza way more as a kid, opposed
But
to me being an adult.
but one
But
thing I
yeah.
could say. Oh, sorry.
Nah, go ahead, Tay. Go ahead.
One thing I can say that's their weakness. It's the same one I got, and that is pizza. That's their weakness. It's that damn pizza.
Mac like Deadpool. He like tacos.
I love pizza too, champ.
Ah, Mac is a fool. Oh, so we got done talking about Mikey. Mikey. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Let's talk about. Let's go on to Donatello. Now, what do we think about Donatello? Stay ready. I want to go to you first, then I want to go to the Queen of MMA after.
You know who Donatello was? Donatello was the brain.
Yes,
But
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's the thing about Donatello they won't tell you about. Donatello was also the most gullible. He might have been the brains,
Mmm.
but he was also the most gullible
Mmm.
turtle.
Mmm.
Like you didn't realize, but he's the one that when they pulled pranks, he was gonna be the one to fall for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mmm.
But when it came down to business, all of their gadgets and everything. When Leonardo was sick and they had to save him, it was all Donatello that did that. When
Mmm.
it's he is the brains. Like I'm not
You know,
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you this. I'm not a big just a major Donatello fan, but I will say this: as a kid, I learned how to use a bow, the bow rod,
That's a
because of him.
yeah. Yes, yes. Talk to him, Mac.
Because of him.
Talk to him.
I practiced it to do it because we didn't have access to swords. I didn't have a sword. I made some nunchucks, but I kept hitting myself with them. But I learned how to use a bow because of Donatello.
Max said he kept hitting himself with it.
Hell yeah, nigga! Bro, that is not easy.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't. My coach got some in the gym. He said that that'll strengthen my wrist if I learn how to use the ninja. I said you gonna have me looking like Bruce Lee out here. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm gonna mess with them tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, yo, coach, I'm using these today. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna look terrible, but
Man,
I'm gonna
don't
try.
hit yourself, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't. Maybe I might wear the headgear. Oh, Tay Tay, anything you want to say about Donatello?
Just pretty much what Max said. Donatello is the brains of the turtle. He's definitely is the smartest turtle. He doesn't have the leadership like Leonardo has, but he is the brains. And yeah, I say he is the most gullible too, but he is smart. He's very smart. And the his weapon I pretty much don't like. The staff, not a fan of. But yeah, he is the brains. And a lot of people saying that, well, how come he's not the leader? I'm like, well, no, he doesn't have the leadership as his brother Leonardo, but he is the brains.
Well, he's like the second youngest. So
Yeah, he's the
I
second
feel like the
youngest.
yeah, I feel like the Ninja Turtles they stick to the script. They act like real brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They fall in line. Like Leo's the oldest, then Raph,
Yeah.
then Donatello, then Mikey the baby. So
Right.
they
Right.
they
Right.
definitely play their roles. It's kind of like in my family. You know what I mean? It's four boys and five girls. So we all definitely play our roles that way.
Yeah, because
So
like I had people saying that I don't understand why Donatello doesn't lead since he's the smartest. I'm like, no, he does not have the leadership as his older brother Leonardo,
I agree.
but
I agree.
he
I
does
agree.
not. But
I
that's what
agree.
I got. But he's definitely the smartest turtle.
He
Definitely the
is.
brains.
And if you want to ask me about it, I feel as though in the Secret of the Ooze, I feel like every movie was
Hmm.
based on like it catapulted each turtle. You know what I mean? Like I said, maybe the first one would have was about Raphael. The second one was about Donatello when he discovered how they was made from the secret of the ooze. The third one might have been about Michelangelo, and then the TMT one in 2008 was definitely uh, um, about Leonardo and his ability to lead because he left. That's why I like that one so
Hmm.
much because he left and went to another country and he came back and Splinter said, he said, yo, I don't, he told Splinter when he came back, like, yo, like, I shouldn't have came back. I failed. I'm not ready to lead. And he said, on the contrary, my son, he said, you got much wiser and much stronger. He said, the others are happy that you're here. Raphael will not admit it. He had a difficult time because they're the two oldest. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like it's good that you came back. And I love that one. You gotta watch the 2008 one. You out of your mind if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, regardless of what you think about the animation or the live action, to not watch that. Just if you are the type of see, I was in the performing arts school. I went to the same high school as T Rex. You know what I'm saying? We was in school performing arts, so we had drama class. So when it come to scripts and stuff like that, I look at stuff like that. I may look at it different from how everybody else look at it, and that was great. Like how they did it and the different personalities of the brothers. That one was great. You need to watch that one. That one was actually better than these new ones with Megan Fox. I did like the first one in 2014. I didn't really like the second one. You know what I mean? But it kind of always goes that way with Michael Bay films. If they already know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. um, but yeah, So that's how I feel about Donatello. He built everything. He made the Ninja Turtles. I didn't know. I didn't know it was supposed to be a garbage truck. I thought it was supposed to be a Hummer. I thought but then again, I think about how big they were. It probably couldn't have been a Hummer. Um, yeah, Donatello is definitely the reason for a lot of their victories. He's the intelligence, he's the brains. He knows his way around the city. Um, and the Turtles is definitely from the city. They're not from Harlem. They're from the city. Um, definitely got to give Donatello his flowers. He helped them out a lot in a lot of clutch situations. Um, let's go. Let's go to Leonardo, the leader.
You should have left him
What
for
y'all want
last,
to?
but it's cool.
Okay, okay, fine,
No,
fine,
no, 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 no,
fine.
no, no. I know why you did Raphael last, but hey, it's yeah, leave Raphael last because I got some, you know.
Me too, because that's all three of our favorite turtles.
Yeah, yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But
But I didn't
go
want to
ahead.
spoil it for the kids. But go ahead.
So is it what is we've already kind of well Tay Tay went all on it. Leonardo is the leader.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
his team. He keeps the family together
He's the
when they're
eldest.
bickering. When they're bickering, you know what I'm saying. He makes sure everybody's stays together. It's like staying on code. He's making sure everybody's staying on code. That's his job. Making sure when they're out there battling that everybody's safe. Making sure when they're dealing with Shredder, he puts them in the best position to try to win. That's his job. That's what he does. That is Leonardo. And he's always when the team fails, it's like he's taking that burden and putting it on his shoulder. It bothers him the most.
Yes, and he actually hears it from Splinter when they
Yeah.
do fail. If you watch the 2008 one, there's an example of that. But go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Joe.
Tay, you got anything on? I want to go last. Tay, you got anything on Leonardo?
Yeah, Leonardo, he's the oldest. He is the leader. I feel that he is the heart
Don't
of
forget
the
about the
whole.
katana. Don't forget about his weapon.
I'm
Don't
going to
you?
get to that act. I feel that he is the heart of the whole turtles. Definitely. Uh, when Splinter, got kidnapped, it was him that took over. Um, I definitely like the relationship. Now I know him and Raphael. They always clash. They always fight, but it's he loves all his brothers. But I feel that him and Raphael have that special bond. They're more closer, and that's what I like. Um, but yeah, his weapons, the katana, they're good. But yeah, Leonardo, he's the heart of the whole turtles. That's all I got.
I just want to say Tay is definitely right when it comes to Raphael and Leonardo's relationship. They're the two oldest. It makes complete sense. It remind me of my brother Jose and Jeffrey. When my brother Jose was alive, it's definitely that. You know what I mean? Raphael views himself as a leader. This is why I love the 2008 one because they expand upon that more. And I may have to take back what I said. Maybe the first movie ever was about Leonardo, and the 2008 one was about Raphael. So maybe I was wrong about that. Um, Leonardo is the heart and and soul of the team. I agree with Tay Tay on that. Um, he may not be actually the best fighter. We may think he is, but Raphael proved that in the 2008 film that he was the best. You know, if you watch that, the TMNT 2008 one that we were bringing up. And his weapons are the katanas, old fashioned ninja weapons. He uses the double bladed, not the single blade. He's very dangerous. He's very cerebral in his approach. So I really like Leonardo's mentality. He actually has the qualities and the benefits of a leader, somebody that's willing to put it all on the line for his whole team. You know, and that's what you want in a leader. You don't just want somebody to lead to say they're gonna lead, and they just want people in the front. He could easily have his other brothers in the front, but he embodies leadership qualities. He, even when they want to eat pizza and stuff like that, sometimes he just be looking at them like they crazy. Like, we got to go on this mission. So uh, we got to salute the brother Leonardo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We seen the turtles climbing up the wall. Them boys is good. They good. Um. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Let's go to everybody's favorite, the rebel, the rebel of the group. Who doesn't like Raphael? My sister Shelly loves Raphael. She always, if she talked to you right now, she'd be like, "No, I liked him. Da, 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 da. You wasn't even born yet." She will tell you that. But I love Raphael. He reminds me a lot of myself. He's a loner. He's a rebel. You know what I mean? I love Raphael. I'm gonna come to you first, Tay Tay, since I came to Mac last. Tell us about Raphael, all of our favorite Ninja Turtle.
Oh yes, Raphael. He's the man. Definitely my favorite turtle. First of all, I love Raphael because he has my favorite weapons, and that's the twin size. I've always been a fan of that. I think the size are sexy. I want a pair of size weapons, and the reason why I love Raphael is I like his aggression, no filter, his attitude alone, and he has that BK accent, and I like what Master Splinter has said about Raphael. He's very unique, and he is a loner, and yeah, and like I said, him and Leonardo, they always bickering, they always arguing, but Raphael, he loves all his brothers, but I feel that he's more closer to Leonardo than any other turtles. They got that special bond, whether they fight or not. You know, it's always been him and Leo. They're so close. But Raphael is that dude. I love Raphael.
Stay ready. You got anything on that?
Yeah, man. So Raphael is my favorite turtle, and it was because of his attitude. And the reason I love his attitudes because that was my attitude growing up. That was me. So whenever we had the turtles and things like that, I always saw, you always see yourself in the character, and that was who I saw myself as. Because, and one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, even though he always thought himself as a leader, he really was a leader. because when Leonardo was down in the cartoon and in the movies, he was the one that led them to help Leonardo
Talk to
out.
him.
So he really was
That
the
is a
man.
fact.
It was so it's I love Raphael and I do love the size too. By the way, I do love the size. But the size wasn't my favorite weapon. It's still the nunchucks. Still the nunchucks. But but Raphael was that dude to me. Like I thought he was the baddest. He always took the if y'all ever paid attention to the series, he always took the hardest battles. He always tried to get the hardest battles.
He
Unless
wasn't
Facts.
even the oldest, man.
Facts.
He
Facts.
no,
was the
he
second
No,
oldest,
Mac is
wasn't.
and
right.
he just did it.
He
And I
You
wasn't
ain't
feel
scared of
lying.
he's
nobody. He
physically stronger though too.
yeah, and he thought he could
He
take
was
on.
bigger.
He
He was
actually,
bigger than Leo.
matter of fact, if y'all go back and watch the cartoons or the movies, he actually handled his own against Shredder by himself.
Mm.
Yes.
So
You gotta send me that. You gotta send me. I know he gonna do it too. See, I said it to him once. Matt gonna send it to me in like 2 days.
And
I'm
remember
two
what
We'll
you
find
days.
the
said, Mac?
episode. And
I'm finna send it to you
Vigilante.
now.
Like you said, Mac, vigilante.
Yeah, he's a vigilante.
Yes.
we gonna talk. Oh, speaking of that, we gonna talk about the other characters that played a big part in the Ninja Turtles' life. Go ahead,
Oh no, go ahead.
Matt.
You know? Did y'all?
I,
You know what? I ain't even gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna let you see it.
But
I was gonna tell you
nah, go
about
ahead.
Batman
Go ahead.
versus. I was gonna tell you about Batman
Oh,
versus Shredder, but
no, Mac, go ahead.
Matt, nah, we should cover that. Nah, Mac is right.
we'll cover that.
Me and
We'll
Mac
cover
should
that
cover that.
another.
We need more content. We need enough much content. With this, we just getting started here. So we need as much content. And he my co-host as we need. And Tay, you more than welcome anytime, even if it's me and Matt. If you feel like you want to come on, all you got to do is text me in the group chat with me and Matt and be like, "Yo, I want to come on," and I will send you the link too. I always will put
It
it in
depends
that
on
group
what it
link.
is, cause I'm not as good as y'all too with this
No,
comic thing.
I know. Not with the comic overall, but I know you know about
Ah.
Batman and the Ninja Turtles.
Oh
I
Lord,
hope.
not Batman. I'm staying away from y'all for that one.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay, all right,
Nope, 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 nope. Cause
okay.
Superman is my guy.
Okay, we'll
He is my
talk
guy.
about that. We'll talk about that because I think I need that debate again for
Oh
this
no,
channel.
no.
Yes.
Let me know when you do Terminator and RoboCop.
Oh, we get. Oh man, I feel bad
I'm
for you
not
for
doing.
that one.
What you mean?
I feel bad for you for that one.
Listen, never mind.
Um,
It's not the place
I
for me
don't.
to use my words.
I don't feel bad for him, but I will say this. I'm gonna throw something at y'all. You know, they just released the last issue of the last Ronin, right?
oh, this, Tay, you know about that? The Ninja Turtles, Last Ronin.
It,
Isn't that a movie out right now about the turtles?
no. This is a comic book. This is
Oh, it's a
one of the.
comic book. Okay.
This is probably the best. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So so this is for all the fans. If you want to get into a comic book series, that's a great series. The Last Ronin, the
Talk to him,
series
man.
of it is probably one of the best comic book series, and I promise you, it will be a movie about it. And they just revealed the identity of the Last Ronin, and the whole it's not who I thought it was the whole time, which is funny
Mm.
and crazy. Like I swear I thought it was, but I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all and let
Yeah,
you guess.
don't.
But hey, this story is great. Y'all have to. Even if you want to get uh, what's the audio audio books or whatever. If y'all want to do it through audio books and let them listen to the story,
Oh yeah, the
and so
audio
get the
books is
story.
fire. I've
That's
been
how I
wa- I've
watch.
been re-
That That's how I've
Man,
been reading a
listen,
lot of comics
we,
too.
we me, and you got to talk about them audio books. We're gonna have to do reviews. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff on this channel. We're gonna do a
Man,
lot of stuff on this.
that's how I've been reading my comics lately because I don't want to take them out the wrapper. I just bought some comics, man. I literally just bought some comics that are worth hundreds of dollars. Didn't realize it until after I bought them, and I'm talking. I can't take them out. I just can't take them out the plastic. I'm not gonna do it.
You like my uncle, man. Rest in peace to my uncle Justin. He was the same way as you. When I
Man,
took his
I just bought a
Superman versus
20.
the Flash, the first race, because I took that.
Uh-huh.
He know I'm a Flash dude. I
Yeah,
took that,
that's my
and
second
yeah,
favorite
Tay,
hero.
Tay. Guess what? The
What?
Flash won.
I
I
told
know the
But
y'all
we
last
Flash
talk
time.
one.
about the turtles.
I
We talk
know
about
he's
the
faster than
turtles.
Superman.
We talk, yeah.
I been knew
He
that.
even told them in 2009 when they redid it. He said, "I was just playing with you." You know what I mean? If I really wanted to crank it up, I
He's
could.
faster than Superman on foot, definitely. I been knew that.
Well, the Flash can't fly. He could make vectors in his hands
I
and
said on
levitate.
foot. I said on foot.
Yes,
To
ma'am.
be honest with you, if he
Yes,
can run
ma'am.
fast
Yes,
enough,
ma'am.
he
Yes, ma'am. But back to Raphael. Shoot, if he
Oh,
run fast enough, he could alter everything. You know that, man. He can alter even
I knew it.
Superman destiny. He could have Superman crash somewhere else, not Earth.
damn, you just a hater,
Really.
man.
I'm just being honest. If he
Such,
really wanted to.
such a hater.
If he
Such
really
a
wanted to.
hate. Oh,
Oh
you
my
hating
God.
on Superman. A
Let's talk
hater.
about. We ain't talking about Superman. Let's continue talking about the Teenage Mutant
Oh,
Ninja Turtles.
Raphael. Yeah, basically.
Raphael.
Yeah,
Y'all
Raphael.
had something else before I say my little spew on rap,
No,
and then we gonna just talk about
Nah,
the
go ahead.
overall.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I agree with my brother and sister on this. Raphael is my favorite too. Uh, I agree with Mac 100% where he says that Raphael reminds him of himself just like me, especially in that 2008 one when he was out there by himself being a vigilante, and the turtles actually saved the city, so they moved on. They didn't have anything to do. Michelangelo actually had a job. He was doing parties for kids. Donatello, I don't remember. I think he was doing like security or something like that. And Raphael, he didn't tell his brothers, but he was still trying to fight crime. That's how you know he got leadership qualities. And not only that, it came to a point like to what Tay Tay was talking about with the rivalry between Leo and Raph, that Raph actually and Leo ended up fighting twice. And then Raph in the second fight admitted that he was holding back and ended up beating up Leonardo. He The size are actually made for
Mm-hmm.
swords like katanas. They're
Right.
made to break swords. So if they so happen to try to slash a sword at you and you catch it on the side and you twist and bend the sword and you're strong enough with your wrist, it will break. And that's exactly what Raphael did. Raphael is very husky and he's probably the biggest turtle, even though he's the second oldest. Oh,
That's why I love those weapons.
I think if Raphael fought Leonardo, he win. And the time that they did fight, he didn't go as hard as you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
well, the first time he lost, but that the 2008, the TMNT movie that I'm talking about, he did
Yeah,
win.
that's the
He did
movie
beat
we
him up.
talking about. Yeah,
He did beat him.
we,
Well, you know what? Because I watched the whole documentary, they simultaneously coincide with each other, brother. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like they was talk about the comics. They related the comics and the movies together. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do here. So I
Mhm.
will say that Raph may be, if he's not, when he's on his game, he's definitely probably the best fighter when he
And it's
wants to be.
and it's like I said before, even though they fight a lot, their relationship is more closer than the rest of
Yeah, they
the
the
other.
two oldest,
They are
definitely.
so close. Like they got that special bond.
It's funny because after Raphael beat him in the 2008 one. And the reason why, Matt, and I know you like to go off of old stuff, but the reason why you need to go off of the 2008 one, because that was the last one that they related to the 1990 one.
All right.
You know what I mean? That was supposed to be the sequel. That's why they was older. You know what I mean? And everybody got a job, and they made Leonardo go to another country. Well, Master Splinter did so that he could become a better leader. So that's actually based off of the first one. So it's not like it's not simultaneous with the first one. It definitely is. So that's why I like that one so much. That's actually one of my favorite ones. I may like that one better than the new one. The last one that I actually have on Blu-ray, and that's one of the last DVDs that I bought. It's not the last. It's one of the last Blu-rays that I bought. Is that 2014 live action with Megan Fox, that Ninja Turtles. So definitely all of those was good movies. It just seems like they do the first one right, and then the second ones be whack, but they didn't continue after the 2008 one. The 2008 one was the one that I was telling you, Mac, that they were supposed to do the story arc where Michelangelo becomes part of the foot and becomes brainwashed.
And I go back to that first movie. Remember when Raphael got hurt real bad? Who was
Oh my
more
God, he was in
worried?
a coma. Yeah,
Yeah,
Leonardo. He felt bad.
Leonardo
He's
was
the oldest. He felt
Leonardo was
bad.
right there. Even though the rest of them they felt bad, Leonardo never left his brother's side.
He never left. He never left. Hey,
Never
you
left his
right.
side.
Good point. Good point.
Never
Great
has he
point.
left his brother's side. That's how I knew they were
He's a
very
leader though.
close.
That's a real leader though. That's a
Yeah,
real
but
leader.
that's
That's
how
a
I
real
knew their
older brother.
relationship was very, very close because he never left his brother's side. Never
I
did.
bet you, God forbid, if something like that happened to David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez would have been bugging out. I promise you. That's how tight they are. He'd have been bugging out. He would have never left. You know what I mean? I remember, you know what I mean? Like their relationship kind of remind me of theirs that I'm talking about. Because he said, I remember when we used to be in the amateurs and we used to sneak and eat hot dogs. And I used to take the beating for my brother.
Yeah.
Jose Benavidez, I'll say that's a real older brother. So,
Yeah, he
um,
never left his
he
side
never
the whole
left him.
time.
You ain't, and remember when he woke up, how bad he felt.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how bad he felt? Because
Yes, he
he
did.
had an argument with him. He
Yeah.
said, "Go, we don't need you."
Well,
And remember the foot washed him and threw him through
yeah.
the top, and he
Yes.
fell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rest in
Mm-hmm.
peace, Jim Henson. Rest in peace. And let me tell you, let's talk about the movies. Actually, let's talk about that real quick, because what's crazy about that is the fact that it actually had they got lighter with the movies after Jim Henson passed away because they said a lot of parents complained.
Maybe because it was what too violent. That's what it was. They complained.
That's what the parents said.
Oh
Let's go
man,
through. You see, y'all see the different movies.
that's not
That's the
what my
one that I'm
mama
talking.
said.
Hold on, y'all see it. We gonna go through the timeline again real quick. man, that's a lot of. I mean, there's only, and then that was the comic book at the end. Mac probably remember the first comic book. I don't. I want to get it though. I'm gonna get it though. They all
No, I
see
don't
in the
remember the
comic
first time
book.
comic book.
In the comic book, from what I was told, they all wore the same color. It wasn't no red, blue, orange, purple. Wasn't none of that.
What I want to ask is that, it may sound silly. What was the colors that did it represent something like with red or with
Well,
blue?
they was all named after
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
all
Renaissance
named
painters.
after
artists.
an
Yeah,
artist.
Renaissance painter.
right,
Artists,
right, right.
Renaissance painters.
But
You
is
know what I
it a
mean?
signature color
Michelangelo,
line?
Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo.
Is it like
Now,
the
I don't
colors
know
they
if the
say or something?
colors represented something, but I
Mm-hmm.
heard in the comics originally, Michelangelo actually had the Raphael personality because he was the
Really?
youngest. Yes.
Mm.
That's gonna come to play soon. But I'll
Uh
let y'all
oh.
know
Uh
that.
oh. Uh oh, Mac.
Ooh.
Oh, you gave me a hint. You gave me a hint. Oh my God! Don't do that, Mac. I hate when you do that. Now
I
you
ain't done
making
that.
me think of the Ronin.
The comic book came out in March.
Oh my
It's
God!
August.
You said
I
it's
ain't
August.
giving.
So it came out around my birthday, is what you said.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, it's August. Okay. I got something for you, man.
What you got for me, man? What you got for me? Bro, you
No, you didn't.
go.
Yo, I'm about to go on mute. I can't
Hey,
believe he did that.
hey. So look,
That
I
was
do
for
want.
Mac. I made
So
that specifically for Mac. And
I
y'all
do
better not
want.
copyright me for that, because I sped it up. Fair
So I
use.
I do want to I do want to talk to. I want to talk to y'all for a second. So I want to explain why I love the last Ronin story so line without telling y'all the storyline. But it's just
Okay, go
basically
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I
it's
don't have time.
basically Master Splinter and three of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was killed.
What?
And yeah, so if you haven't started watching, if you haven't even started the storyline, this is where you need to start. So Master Splinter and three of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were killed by the Foot Clan. The other one was on a. You remember Ronin in the Marvel comics, right?
Yes.
And how he was on a vigilante mission, kind of going back to seek revenge on the people that killed his people. Same way like the Punisher and things like that. So the last Ronin story is more of an adult type comic, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about vengeance. It's all about vengeance. So when y'all go start reading it, I really want y'all to read that comic. Like if you want to do almost like a book club, and we go from. I don't want to do the novel. I want to do the actual comics because they do have the graphic novel and things out. You can do that, but I would like to do it comic by
Nah, I'll
comic.
copy it. Nah, I will copy it. If you want me
We
to copy it or whatever, and we start from the volumes, because that's what I want to do on this channel, like series,
Yeah,
comics.
I'm almost done. They dropped new Cosmic Ghost Rider series, so I'm almost done collecting that full series. Once
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
collect,
I gotta
collect
do that. I
you have
gotta.
to collect the
You
entire
know,
series because it's gonna be worth that one right there specifically is gonna be worth a lot because like I told y'all, and this is not a spoiler. If y'all read comics, y'all should know Ghost Rider is my favorite comic. So it's so many different Ghost Riders. Like it's a lot of them. Just like it's a lot of people that has had the Venom or had a symbiote. I'm not gonna even say Venom. It's a lot of people Venom touched, but it's a lot of people in the Marvel universe that has had symbiote. So when you go into some of the symbiote storylines and all that, you're gonna see all that. But when it comes to Ghost Rider, you have this specific story. What makes this one significant than any other Ghost Rider is Frank Castle is the Ghost Rider. So it's not like this is not like your regular Ghost Rider
Mac
story.
love him some Frank Castle, man.
I swear to
Mac
God,
from
I
Hell's
do.
Kitchen. Mac is from
Frank,
Hell's Kitchen on the low. He ain't from
but
Harlem. He from Hell's Kitchen. He from where Alicia Keys. He from Alicia Keys area.
I probably would be. Not gonna lie to you. But yeah, Frank Castle is the Ghost Rider, and this storyline is different. Like Frank Castle is probably one of the strongest beings in the universe at this point. Like literally, he is the Ghost Rider with the power of Cosmic. That's why it's the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like he is like he can't be touched. And some of the storylines is the things he did to Thanos. Like he beat up all the Avengers to where they had to. He beat up Cable so bad the Cable went back in time to try to stop him and got beat up again. Like it's bad. Like that, in order for him to stop doing, they had to come back and they had to take Cosmic Ghost Rider to the future to show him what he's doing is wrong so he can go back and correct it. So Ghost Rider actually has the power to go back in time. So he went back in time to correct some of the things he did wrong. But Cosmic
Mm.
Ghost Rider is a different storyline. Like you guys, I know we're starting something new. So I'm giving y'all some of the things that we're going to be going into and talking about. We got new comics we're going to talk about. We got old comics we're going to talk about. It's great, and I would love for y'all to be a part of this with us and the journey that we're gonna go on. Tay Tay, you too. If you want me to send you some of these storylines so you can get involved, I
Mac
will.
will definitely be the one to send you that too.
Yeah, because I don't know what.
I want you, yo, Mac. Are we doing Immortal Hulk and Planet Hulk? We gotta
Yes,
do some. Yeah, we
and
gotta
they
do.
just
We gotta
hey,
do that
and this a new
for
installation
the
of
people.
Immortal Hulk that just dropped last month.
We gotta do that. 'Cause I don't like how
It's
everybody
a
else covered it. Maybe one person I like covered it.
it's a brand new
Maybe.
Immortal Hulk that just came out. Brand new. Like, yeah, we covering this series. Yes, we
it's
covering World War Hulk.
it's the name. Is it Bruce Banner or is it David Banner? Really?
It's
Mac,
Bruce
could you
Banner.
explain to her? Thank you, man. Thank you.
I
You
don't
thinking
Bruce.
of
be
the
knowing.
series. You
So
thinking of
that
the
so look,
series,
I'm
look,
thinking of
sweetheart.
the
they
You
series.
thinking
I
of the
don't
series.
to
know.
be
You
honest
That's why
with
thinking
I'm
of
you,
my
asking,
mama's
Mac.
time. My mom
That's why
loved
I'm
that
asking.
with
That's why I'm
Bill
David Banner
Bixby and
asking.
Lou Ferrigno.
David Banner is the son of Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Bruce
So it.
Banner is the Hulk. And his I forgot damn, I can't even think his dad name right now, but his dad was
So
oh no
it's
Yeah, I
no
really
forgot.
Bruce. It's Bruce Banner instead of David Banner.
yeah,
Oh, what's
yeah.
his dad date? Oh,
His I think his dad was Dave. No,
okay.
Mhm.
hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Cause
Okay, so
I
his
All
follow
you
dad,
need to
his
series.
know is
dad.
when he go to
Okay, so
Vegas,
look,
Mac, just tell them what happens when he go to Vegas.
Oh my
so his
goodness.
dad is Brian David Banner. His son was Scar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
David
son
Banner
was
was the
Scar.
father. Yeah, his son was
Yeah.
Scar.
Mhm.
I had to look it up. I remember because Scar was bad, but he couldn't mess with his dad.
I
Yeah.
like when he goes up against Thor, Hulk versus Thor.
Oh God.
Depends
He
on
will
hey,
really?
it depends
Really?
on which
What
Thor.
version are we talking about? Yeah, that's a fact. Mac ain't lying. What version are we talking about? If we talk about even if we talk about World Breaker Hulk or World War Hulk, Thor don't stand a chance.
I
I
give
like
you one better. Titan
what
Hulk.
Titan Hulk.
Titan Hulk is the
See,
strongest
I
Hulk
Or
don't
and
ever.
know.
if we go to
And
Immortal Hulk where he turns into different versions of himself, he definitely don't got a chance.
yeah, and then I give you
Up
one even
against
better.
Thor.
Thor had turned into a Hulk and was fighting Hulk, and they was going at it.
Oh
And
wow.
Hulk ended up getting the power of Thor because Odin gave him the power of Thor to control his son, and he beat the brakes off of Thor. I
What?
mean, oh, he beat.
Mac,
So look,
Odin
Mac,
did
you
that?
so
Mac, you
so look,
forgetting that where he almost killed Thor. I don't know if you remember Wolverine versus Hulk and Thor versus
well,
Hulk.
you
They
know,
had the
so
movies.
That's where Wolverine was introduced. He was introduced in Thor. Wolverine wasn't
I thought it
introduced
was
as an X-Men.
Sabretooth.
No, Wolverine was introduced in the Hulk comics. He was a villain in the Hulk
Oh.
I don't
comics.
think
Oh,
Sabretooth
okay.
was originally his bad guy, right, Mac? I think you
No,
told me
they're
Mm,
that, and I looked it
brothers.
up.
no. So actually, you want to know the real story?
Actually, Tay,
They're
that's not
not.
all the way true. They would.
No,
They
they
had
weren't
different.
brothers.
No, they had different. They had different cantations of themselves. Like
Oh,
one
see,
in
I'm
one
lost. I
So
gotta
situation,
catch
you
up.
they was
you want to know?
related, and then in another
They
one, they
they
were
they are
clones.
related, but you do know. So you know the real story was that
The Lupin.
Logan's name is not even really Logan.
What is it?
Logan. So
Is
Logan
James
killed
Howlett?
his James Howlett. Logan killed his father
Yes.
Oh.
because his father was hurting somebody, but he ended up stabbing his father and ran away as a child.
Yeah, that's
And
in the origin.
yeah,
Wolverine origin.
and
That
he ended up
actually wasn't
he
true because that's supposed to be his brother Dog. That's supposed to be his brother Dog.
Oh, okay.
yeah
You know what I
he
mean?
ran away. He ended up finding a woman that he loved,
Yes,
Right,
and
Silver
right.
he ended
Fox
up
in
and it
Canada.
was
That's why I had to run
and
in
that was
Canada.
and that's Sabretooth's sister.
That's
And
Sabretooth's
Sabretooth,
sister.
yes,
Ooh,
Sabretooth
he
never,
raped her.
Ooh.
He raped his
yes.
sister. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
Ew.
or
raped his
was
sister.
it his sister or was it a friend? It
I
was
don't know
something.
who it
It
was.
might not have been a sister. You might be right. It might
I'm
have been a
sorry,
friend.
great.
They
Sorry,
was
great,
they were together.
great.
And something happened where you know Wolverine had a problem with raging out, and he ended up
Yes, he
stabbing
went
her and
full
killing her.
berserker. Yeah,
Yeah, he ended up
he
stabbing her and killing her.
that,
And
So,
that's where that
Sabretooth
come from,
got
Tay.
and him and Sabretooth got
uh-huh.
clicks because of that. Because Sabretooth
Oh.
didn't even want him around, but she forced Sabretooth to have him around.
But isn't it true
Hmm.
that he was in cahoots with Stryker? That's the one
That
that gave him the titanium.
I'm gonna be
Well,
honest with you.
that was the Weapon
That's the
X.
movie.
That
That's the
that was
movie.
the.
That's not
Oh,
the
okay.
truth.
So how did he
But
get those
nah, but they
That's
did.
titanium?
Well,
that's
yeah,
the
he
movie, but
kind of
that's not
right. He
really the
kind of
truth.
right. Yeah, he's right. Cause when I read the
Okay.
Weapon X story, Mac is kind of right. I can
I
actually
gotta get
send you
into
the
these
audio copy.
comments because I'm
I gotta
lost.
send
I
you the
gotta get
audio.
into these comments.
Yo, I don't want to give him too much because we're gonna be covering all of this stuff. We still
Okay,
ain't
Yeah,
even
okay.
done with
that's
the
why we just.
turtles. We still ain't even done. We got a little
Oh,
bit
I'm
more
sorry.
left. We got a little bit
Yeah.
more ground to
I'm
cover.
very interested. Y'all
Well,
got me
I don't know
intrigued.
what y'all want to talk about next, but we can talk
Oh,
about it.
okay. No, because y'all
Yeah,
got
yeah.
me intrigued. Because now I want to get into
No,
comments.
you know what you would really like, Tay? You will
What's
like
that?
Planet. You will like the storyline of Planet Hulk. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you
Planet
the
Hope.
audio book. Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna send you the audio book. That I didn't realize I read it when I was younger, but I see you gotta reread stuff when you was younger as an adult because you understand it better. And I didn't
So
realize how good it was.
Sabretooth wasn't related to Wolverine.
No, they actually are related. All right,
Hmm.
so put it this way: Wolverine is part of a group called the Lupin,
Oh, let Mac back in, he said.
and oh, my bad. He's part of Mac. Before you talk, I gotta explain this to her because I'm a diehard Wolverine guy. He part of the Lupin. That Lupa in Spanish means wolf. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So,
Okay. So
Wolf
so
Romulus orchestrated all of that. You know what I mean? The
so
project of him being Weapon X and all of that.
they
He ends
they
up.
they, they
Yeah,
aren't
go ahead.
related. They aren't related at all.
No, they're not related. They just
What?
are part of the
So
same.
I was wrong. You remember in the beginning of okay, so Sabretooth didn't like Wolverine because Wolverine had killed his brother. You remember in the beginning when Wolverine was young and
Mhm.
he killed his father, but also going through, when he was berserker, he was living in the woods. He didn't know anything.
So he's going berserker.
Well,
Yeah,
Tay
he
like,
Wolverine,
went
oh,
through
that's where you got it
okay.
from. Tay like, that's
Yeah,
where you got it from.
but Wolverine is like an animal. He can survive,
that's
right?
he was he
But Tay,
survived in the wood as an animal.
you know that you ever heard of that? His full berserker
So
rage.
you
You know about that
yeah, so
when he
you know
No.
when
loses
he
it. the X-Men had to try to keep that intact. You
The
know
So
what I
full
when he
mean?
was
circle.
Because if he get
when he
too
ran away
mad
from
or he get too excited, he
yeah
go full berserker, and
when he
if
ran
he
away
don't
from
feel the
home
pain, it increases. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I
yeah
was
when
trying
he
to
ran
explain.
away
Go
from home he was raised by wolves.
That's a fact.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's why he
Okay.
got that rage, and he's an animal. That's why he can smell like that. All that, like he was great, and the wolves loved him. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, because I noticed like in the movie he smells things, he can sense things. Because I was
hmm
like,
Yeah, his
he's like a
senses heightened.
he's like an animal. Like remember how
wolf.
Like if you remember Alpha Flight and Omega Flight, Mac, you
yeah.
remember that, Mac?
I do.
Oh, okay, I'm just
Because
making
remember what
sure. That's
Beast said to
before
him?
me,
He
but
was
I
like,
remember.
"Yo, I heard you was an animal." And what he said to Beast, he said, "I heard you was an animal." And Beast was like, "I could say the same thing about you."
Yeah.
But Beast didn't start out like that, Mac. I like them about
Tell
Hank.
me about Beast.
That shit
Beast,
Beast hated because he kept messing with himself.
yeah, he was trying to fix himself.
Yeah, he didn't start like that. He was like a four-legged, like ape type of thing. Mac,
Big
no.
no, he had the feet like an ape, hands like a human, but
Yeah,
he could do things like that. He was super strong. He was fast. Like he
yeah,
had
smart, really smart.
gorilla instinct, yeah, animal instinct, and he kept trying to fix himself because he was that smart, and he ended up the wrong calculations and fucked him up. So the movie actually got that part right.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I was surprised too. I was surprised.
Yeah,
Anything about the
yeah.
turtles though, y'all? Mac already going into Marvel. Make sure you show up
Right?
for the Marvel
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Talk
Hey,
about
let's go.
Marvel. You
Let's.
want to constantly talk
Oh,
about Marvel.
I'm
And we
sorry.
got if you
I'm
want
talking
to
about
if you want to
everything.
do something tomorrow, I'm down. If you want to do something tomorrow, I'm down.
Probably I'm not
If
doing
you
much
all,
tomorrow except a birthday party and probably a wedding.
this dude
But
always going to weddings and birthday parties.
Um.
what you mean? I got a life.
I'm not saying
But
that.
yeah,
Shoot, the last
I
wedding I
know.
went to was my sister's in Hawaii.
You know what else? You know what else we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about Master Splinter.
Oh,
Oh,
Splinter.
Splinter, yeah. We got to talk about. We need to talk about Casey Jones, April. We got a lot. Like
Yeah.
y'all, you went all into a
Let-
Marvel spill.
Oh,
I'm
sorry, but
sorry. I'm sorry.
we're sorry at. Well, I say well,
Wasn't
Master
even
Splinter.
time for
Well,
that. The kids ain't want to hear about that. The kids is all from school right now. I want them to hear about the Ninja Turtles.
isn't he? What's his Japanese name? Amano Yoshi.
No, well, Splinter, yes, yes, hey, good job.
Yeah, he's Amano
Mato
Yoshi.
Yoshi. But
Yeah,
it's different interpretations
I
because in the
know. Well,
cartoon
how did he
that y'all
become?
grew up off of,
That's how he became
he
the rat.
he like in the cartoon he became the rat, Amato
Right,
Yoshi. But in the movie, the pet rat that was his pet. That was Amato Yoshi. Splinter was his pet.
right.
That was the difference between the movie and the TV series.
See, I don't like that because in a cartoon, Oroku
I
Saki,
like the cartoon. Yeah, well, Rohusaki is Shredder, period, in
yeah,
the cartoon in the movie.
he set up Amano Yoshi and wasn't Amano Yoshi banned from Japan because of Oroku Saki.
What happened is that they like the same girl. Tell you, it always happens over a girl.
I know they like the same woman.
Yeah,
What is
and
it?
what ended up
Tenshin,
happening? Yes, yes.
Tenshin.
Tay remember. Tay
Yeah,
remember. And what ends up happening is Rohusaki really loved her, but she loved, Amato Yoshi, and
I forgot
she
about all
picked
that.
I
one.
think they were
Y'all
arranged
bringing
to
all
get
this back to me.
married. They was
Yeah, yeah.
arranged to get
Mac having
married.
flashbacks now. Mac
You
having
remember
Yeah, because
Meg?
I
flashbacks.
forgot about all that. Y'all bringing it all
Yeah.
back to me for real.
He killed both of them, Amano Yoshi, and he killed his wife
Yep,
Tenshin because
yep, yep, yep. Tay's right. Yep.
um what is it? She I think she was
She picked.
arranged to marry him. No,
Yeah,
she picked
no, no,
Amano
no. She
Yoshi.
loved. Yeah, she picked the model Yoshi. She didn't pick a Rokusaki. And
No, she ain't want a
Rokusaki wasn't
Roko.
feeling that. She wasn't feeling that. He was a little bit more violent. He probably had a heavy hand. I'm not saying he did. I'm just assuming, y'all. Just
And you
assuming.
notice the scar on his face was because of Splinter. That's why
Yeah,
he
it was
wore the
supposed to be
helmet.
because of Splinter. Yep.
Hmm. They don't have that in the cartoon. See, they done messed up everything.
Nah, but
I don't know.
actually the cartoon came out first, so I'm gonna go with the
Yeah,
cartoon.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Amano Yoshi is really Splinter,
You know what I mean?
and
So
Oroko Saki is Shredder.
yeah, but they kept that the same. They kept that.
Cause what happened was, I think, what was it? Oroko Saki had framed Hamano Yoshi. I forgot how that went. Framed him for something, and he was banned from Japan. And I think that's
Okay.
how Oroko Saki took over the foot. Didn't
I
Oroko
thought it was.
Saki?
I thought Rohusaki. Basically, what ended up happening is after he killed him and the wife, he stayed in America and ended up creating the Foot. If
Right.
y'all don't know what the Foot is, that's his clan.
Mm-hmm.
And they get real busy in New York, and they're deep.
Yes, they
They
do.
deep it in Jamaica. They deep it in Jamaica Avenue. Tay know what
You
I'm
ain't
talking
you
about.
ain't
Mac
lying.
may not.
You ain't
It's,
Tay know
lying.
what
it's
I'm
like
talking
the
about. Mac
triad.
may not.
Yo, man, they took over. They took over New York like the foot, like New Yorkers didn't even know what was going on. You know
Y'all
what I'm
be
saying?
that. You know what I mean? If you had some type of ninjutsu, and you was right, Tay, they definitely fought in the old style ninjutsu, the oldest
and you
karate style ever.
and you know who they was initiating? Teenage kids.
Yes, they was.
You never
Yes,
saw an
ma'am.
adult there. It was always kids.
Yeah, because the kids you could easily. That was
Manipulate.
realistic to me. That
Hmm.
was definitely realistic to me.
And it was always kids that had problems with their parents. Yep.
That was definitely realistic to me.
And what Oroko Saki did, he was easy. They were easily manipulated. They were
Yo,
poisoned.
let me tell you, he was a good fighter.
Oroko Saki, yeah, Shredder was a good fighter.
Roll Saki was a really good fighter. No matter what we say about Shredder, when it came to the Turtles by themselves, he was washing them. He almost killed Leonardo. Remember before Splinter came through, Matt?
Oh yeah, I remember. He couldn't mess with Splinter.
He said, "You killed my master, Amato Yoshi."
But I think Leo caught him though at one point. Didn't he like cut his arm a little bit?
Yeah, that's why he got busy on him and threw him to the
Mm-hmm.
floor.
Threw him right to the floor. But then Splinter, he handled that. Yeah, he handled that. What about Miss April O'Neil?
April O'Neil, she is a very important character in the series because April is kind of one of the influences on the turtles. We have to remember the turtles are teenagers. It's not like they adults. So they was influenced by April and Casey Jones. Even though some of the turtles always fell in and out of love with her, even in the comic books, Casey Jones was always there as a real love interest for her. And Casey Jones, even in the comic books, just like in the movies, he really met Raphael first. Because Raphael being a rebel and going out by himself and stuff like that. So that part was insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's how they met. Yeah,
He
yeah.
said a whole psychopath? Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. He said, oof. Rest in peace, Jose Canseco.
I ain't
Before
saying
my
rest in
time.
peace in old Jose Canseco. He a snitch.
Oh damn.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Can we stop? Can we stop, man?
That's not a bad word. That's not a bad word. But he did what he did. He did that. He did that.
He said he did
Can't
that.
forgive him.
He said that's not a
Can't
bad
forgive
word.
him.
Mac is stupid. He said it's not a bad word. Mac,
And
That is an
y'all
Raphael was
just
the
unforgivable
only
act.
turtle that
he
used foul
said
language. Notice that Raphael was the only turtle that used foul language.
He's supposed to have a Italian Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, he
Um,
did, man.
or Bronx. It could be a Bronx one too. But
I say more BK more than Bronx. Well, both of them, the barrels is,
nah, they both sound the same. You know
yeah,
what I
they
mean?
do. They do.
If we go to
Both,
Ellis Island, you know what I'm
both,
saying? They sound the
yeah.
same in the Bronx.
Both
You know?
Brooklyn and Bronx definitely the same barrel language. Yeah.
Yeah. And shoot, even if I go to Long Island, you know what I mean? They sound the same. So,
I mean,
oh,
you hear my accent. You already know.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I had a couple friends out there from over there in Freeport in that gym over there by you. You know what I'm saying? When I used to
I
go
know what
out there.
gym you talking about.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? That was one of my last tournaments. You know what
with
I mean?
Patrick Day. God
Yeah,
rest his
yeah, yes,
soul.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He went to that gym.
Yeah, I didn't even know who he was at the time. I mean, I looked at him, but I never knew that was Patrick Day because I knew he looked familiar.
Yeah. My condolences goes out to Patrick.
Yep. What? Let's talk about Casey Jones. What we think about Casey Jones?
The true
Crazy.
vigilante of the storyline. Like,
Oh man, Mac, talk about it. Mac, you forgetting the most important point.
what? That he
He was
was.
an ex hockey player.
Oh,
You got
I
to bring
ain't
that
got there
up
yet.
first.
I ain't got to bring it up first, but he saw trouble in his city and with the Foot Clan, and he wanted to fix it himself. He wore the hockey mask, and at that time when what made the hockey mask so famous, it wasn't even the fact that he played hockey. That's not the most important part. At the time the Turtles came out, Friday the 13th was one of the biggest movies in in the
Mm.
industry. And that hockey mask represented with one of the biggest horror movies at the time, a slasher film,
Mm.
and it was a horror movie. So when you bring that out and you got KC with this hockey mask on, it initiates fear. So that's what he represented in that moment was the fear and going through and beating up Foot Clan members. That's what Casey represents. Let's be honest. Like a lot of y'all don't know that. I'm gonna need you to leave Bobby Brown out of this.
Oh my God, please.
He said Bobby Brown. That's Vanilla Ice. Don't do that. Don't do that. We
Either
Act,
don't
that's
one of
even
do
them.
worse. That's even worse.
Yeah,
Oh, please, Act, don't do that no more.
that Bobby
yeah,
Brown.
please don't. Just stick with the cowbunga, dude. Just stick with the
Yes.
cowbunga.
Oh God. But back, I never knew that. Really?
Yes, yes. You got to remember, Friday the 13th
That makes
originally
sense. It
came
makes
out.
sense.
Friday the 13th really came out in the late 70s, early 80s, and
Nah, it's early
and
'80s. It
Teenage
was early
Mutant.
'80s.
It was before I was born, champ. So
Yeah.
I was
Well,
born in the
no.
early 80s.
It-
Yeah,
well,
So
Friday
you
Friday.
13th.
saying that it was around I was born because I was born 1978.
So
No, that was
no,
Halloween. Halloween. I remember.
Halloween. Yes,
Yeah, because
Halloween.
what's the name came out. What's the name came out first. What's the
Yes,
name came out in
Halloween.
the early '80s. I remember that. I
Yes.
wasn't
Friday the
nowhere near
13th,
around.
Friday the
I
the
13th came
wasn't
out in the
around, but I
80s.
remember that. Yeah, it came out.
1980.
80s. Yes,
Yeah, that's what
Friday the
I said.
13th.
That's what
Yeah, I
I
know,
said. It
but I'm
wasn't
just saying that was
70.
the first. But I said late 70s, early 80s. The first movie came out in 80. Second came out in 81. Third came
Mhm.
out in 82. Fourth came out in 84. Fifth came out in 85. Sixth came out in
Mm.
86. Then 88, 89, and Jason Goes to Hell came out in 93. So that just shows you the timeline.
God
Like
damn, that was a big
that's how
gap.
popular that series was. Like it was
Mhm.
bam, 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 bam. And
But
you know
they
what I'm
copied
saying?
off of Halloween because Halloween was the original.
Well, he didn't have a hockey mask, and it was different.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think they didn't copy off of Halloween. I know I don't want to get down take this around the wrong way.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
original movie was his mom was the killer.
Yes.
So the
Yeah,
very first
Pamela
movie with
Yes,
Voorhees
Jason's
was
mom,
I
crazy.
remember that. I remember
she
that.
it wasn't
Okay,
Jason.
I know y'all
No.
They
gonna get
brought
excited
Jason
talking about
in
sleep.
they brought Jason in
Mhm.
because they felt like they needed to continue on the series. So they brought Jason in to bring
Exactly.
him back alive. It wasn't to be like Halloween. Jason wasn't even alive. Jason was a monster. It was just so happy having to be a slasher movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which
And
was
then
popular in the 80s. So that's what KC represent of the hockey
was
mask.
yeah, initially, yeah.
Mhm.
And
I
Casey
thought
Jones, so
KC
you gotta
was crazy.
he made his first appearance in 1985. April of
Mm.
1985 in the
Oh.
first comic, and it's as a vigilante
Mhm.
with the hockey mask, long hair, the cut off biker
They
gloves.
try to make him look like Wayne Gretzky.
He
On
had the golf
steroids.
clubs. He had the golf clubs, the bat, and the hockey stick. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought he was just insane. That's
Matter
just
of
my
fact,
opinion.
the first comic I think was Raphael was the name of that comic.
Yeah, because
Mm.
Raphael was the first to find Casey.
Yeah, and and do y'all know Casey's real name?
I don't know his real name.
I thought it was Casey.
No, Casey is his middle name. Honorable Nick Casey Jones.
Oh, oh wow.
Oh, okay, you got it, Mac. Mac, you got that one. I never knew that. Dead serious. I never knew that.
Is there origin on
Got
Casey
that.
Jones?
Yes, it is.
They
Where's
should.
Casey
They should
Jones
have just had.
from?
I would have did that
So you might have to go
from
because
New
they
York,
actually
right?
had a series. So yeah, Casey's from New York. So the
He
comic
is.
these are
Okay.
mirrored. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a Mirage comic. They also had a
Mm-hmm.
series with Marvel, but they was a Mirage comic. They actually got a Casey Jones series, so you might want to go check that out.
Yeah, I want to know his origin.
Yeah,
Like, what really happened to him when he was like?
Okay.
There's something that really happened to him that made him like that. I don't know,
yeah.
cause
So
that
y'all
man is
see,
insane.
he appeared in '85, and if y'all
He's
go
an
look at the comic, if y'all
ex-hockey
go look at the comic and the
player.
pictures,
I
like
know
it
that.
makes you like he looked like he was made to be scary.
Wait a minute. You mean to say that he was deformed underneath that mask?
No, he was not the
Oh,
form underneath that man.
oh God. I'm sorry.
Y'all
I'm about to say,
retarded.
was he
Y'all
deformed?
retarded.
Like,
But I'm just giving y'all a list, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I didn't give y'all enough on Casey.
well, I learned a lot
Um,
because I never knew that.
um, if the people out there don't know, um, I'm sure they do know, but the Ninja Turtles were all named after Renaissance painters. I believe we brought that up. I just want to double back on that, but everybody should know that Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. Um, we Mac, I'm surprised you didn't bring up Crane and
Yeah,
Oh,
Bebop and
Crane?
Rocksteady and
Oh,
Bebop and
oh
Rocksteady.
yeah. Should we
I
talk
was gonna
about
bring
that?
up Bebop and Rocksteady later, but I actually was gonna.
Well, we bring them up
Now,
now. We already an hour and 30 something minutes into the show.
yeah, I'm curious. What about Bebop and Rocksteady? Y'all go ahead.
One was a rhino, and the
and
other
the
one
other one
was what was
what
he?
was he? A pig, a boar,
No,
a boar,
warhog,
no, warhog,
a boar.
a
Yeah, a
boar,
boar.
yeah, a boar. Okay, okay.
And remember, Toka and Razor, they wasn't really Bebop and Rocksteady. They,
One of them was a
the
snapping turtle, and one was a wolf.
the wolf. Yes, yes, ma'am. You know why they did that? Because
Why?
one of the writers didn't want Bebop and Rocksteady, and
Really?
he
I'd have
thought they,
thought.
yeah, yeah.
Why?
He said he thought they were boring. And then
Oh,
guess
Bebop
what?
and
Toka and
Rocksteady.
Razor was actually even more boring than Bebop and Rocksteady was.
I think that's an insult because they should have brought in Bebop and Rocksteady. It would have made a lot of sense. And Bebop and
I agree.
Rocksteady, they can speak. Toka and Razor couldn't talk.
I agree
I
with
agree
you.
with you. Mm-mm. Well,
Well,
what is the
what is the
origin
origin
on
on
Bebop and
Bebop and
Rocksteady?
Somebody
Somebody
echo.
echo. Okay.
Mac,
Mac,
is
is
that
that?
you? Oh,
Oh,
maybe it is.
maybe it is.
Check, check. Tay, what was you saying? I'm gonna go on mute. Go ahead,
No,
Tay.
no. I wanted to know what is the origin on Bebop and Rocksteady. Like, I know they were like a bunch of punks. Like, I don't know, but what is the real story on Bebop and Rocksteady?
They
Mac, what's the story on Bebop and Rocksteady?
oh, Bebop and Rocksteady was created same way the Turtles was through
But
the
they was
studio.
humans, right?
They were humans. Where were they from?
I'm sure they was from New York. They was from downtown. They look like a bunch of weirdos. So yeah,
I just know it was a rhino and a warthog, but
yeah, it was a
um,
rhino and a warhog. That's a fact.
I don't know their origin stories.
Oh
Uh,
wow,
they
but you know
weren't human. There was a rhino
no,
and a warthog. I don't remember them being human.
they didn't
Yeah,
Like it
start
was
off
just
human.
like
they no, they were human,
Oh okay,
and they
okay, okay.
and Shredder kidnapped them and made them become that way.
you right. I forgot. I don't think they
Mm,
kidnapped them.
mm. Thank you,
It
Tay.
was
I knew it. I was like, wasn't they human? And that ain't even my time, but I still
Were they
remember a little bit.
musicians or something? I think they were
you
musicians.
Yeah,
know what?
yeah, yeah. I
So
think Tay is
yeah,
right. I think Tay is right. I think
yeah,
they was.
jazz and
I'm gonna
Jamaican
start
music.
watching. Yeah, I'm about to watch.
You know what? You right because I started thinking about the movie. In the movie, they had a crate with a rhino and another crate with a warthog. And gave him the ooze, and that's what transformed him. In the cartoon in the comic book, he did snatch them up. You
Well,
right?
yeah, they were human, and I think they were like what they like gangsters or I don't know what they were, but Shredder kidnapped them,
They were
and
henchmen.
oh, but I don't like how they did the Toka and Razor. I felt that in the second movie they should have used Bebop and Rocksteady. It would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Remember Toka and Razor, the snapping turtle and the wolf.
Yes, I do. They were badass.
I
Yes,
don't know. I like Bebop and Rocksteady better.
no, they were. I'm just saying that tortoise had a spiked tail that, and man, say
What my man Donatello said. He said, "Okay, you ugly excuse for a turtle." He took his stick. He tried to hit him, and it bounced off.
and I know we wanted to talk about crank, but it's hard for me to, bro. I just every time I look at Crane, I think about Modoc,
Yes, yes, man.
and it
Yes,
bothers me. It bothers
yes,
me. I'm sorry, it bothers
yes.
me.
Yes, I always thought that even when I was little. It's funny
Yeah,
that you say that, bro. That and see, if you're a Marvel, if you know about comics, you will dead think that. Every time you look at Krang, you'll think of Murdoch.
Every time I look at the body that Shredder built for him, I used to laugh.
and he was Shredder's boss.
Really?
Right,
That's a
right.
fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah, he ran Shredder.
I mean, where did Crane? I gotta watch the cartoons all over. Crane, he just came out of nowhere.
Basically, basically, I don't even know Crane origin to be honest with you.
I think that
Was there
sums it up.
anybody that we missed? Yeah, I was about to say there wasn't nothing that we missed. One more thing. Let's talk about Super Shredder. What'd you think about Super Shredder when he took the serum?
That looked like the dumbest. Let me not say nothing.
Uh-oh. You better not cuss.
That's why
As
I'm
long as
going
you
on
don't
mute.
cuss. As
You know,
long as you don't cuss. This is for the kids.
we
You can't cuss.
did we talk about April?
Yeah, well, I did about her being a reporter. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
April.
Okay. And did we talk about Baxter Stockman?
I don't know who that is. What's that?
Uh, I just remember him being in the cartoon, and he was then he work in that lab, the black dude that worked in that lab.
Hmm.
I
And
just
remember
remember
that?
him.
Yeah, that was that the dude that turned into the Fly?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, that was the one that Tyler Perry played in the second one.
I said I never seen the second one, but yeah, he
Oh,
was the inventor and all that. Yeah, that was like a scientist.
okay.
Oh, her
Trying to think,
boss Charles. Her
Charles.
boss Charles.
I don't remember nothing about her boss.
I do. Got a boss named Charles. He was in the cartoon. He played in the movie, but he didn't look nothing. I don't know. Boss name was Charles.
I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that we didn't talk about from the cartoon or the movie?
I think that's about it. Oh, and part
Yeah,
two. Who
I
who
think
was
we
the
pretty much.
hmm,
Yeah, go ahead.
who was it? What his name was
Oh,
Ernie, the one that played in part two. They that fought with the turtles.
so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take y'all back to the cartoon.
Mhm.
I know y'all not gonna remember him, but I'm gonna bring him up anyway. Tiger Claw. Y'all remember him?
No, I don't
No,
remember.
no, I don't remember.
So y'all remember after Shredder's death, after he was killed, the cartoon tiger that wore the patch on his eye, that came and took over the Foot Clan.
No,
I know I ain't that old.
No, I don't. I
no,
really don't.
I don't remember. I have to. I don't remember Tiger Claw.
Yeah. Tiger Claw came from the circus. He was mutated with him and his sister was mutated.
What he was a mutant? What kind of mutant was he?
Not muted, they mutated like the turtles.
Oh, you mean those frogs?
No, Tiger Claw
No.
was
Oh,
a
what
Tiger
am I talking
Claw.
about? I was talking about them frogs.
Tiger Claw was a tiger.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he has a
Nah, I didn't remember him. Um, shoot. Anything else that we forgot before we get up out of here?
that's it.
I believe that's it. Mm.
Um, so say get the people your last, before we get up out of here and tell them where they could find you at.
They can find me right here on YouTube. I'm Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA combat and entertainment. I cover MMA, bare knuckle brawling. That's about it. They can find me on IG, MMA underscore Empress 96, and I'm also on Twitter as Shadow Boxing Girl.
My co-host, Stay Ready Boxing TV. I got to get back with you on what we gonna cover next. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I don't know what we gonna cover next, but
man, it's coming. We're gonna put it together. We're gonna talk about it behind the scenes. Um, like I said,
I don't know if I want to do. I don't know what I want to do, man, with you because
you,
there's so
you,
many
you, you might
parallel
want to talk about
universes.
you might want to talk about Batman beating up Shredder, but that's a whole other.
You said Batman
Yeah,
what? Which one?
Uh oh.
Batman beating up Shredder.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Batman beating up to. Uh-oh, Tay ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna really like that.
I don't know
This
why
gonna
she
this
wouldn't.
that's why it's
Oh
me and man.
man. Mhm.
I'm gonna
Tay,
send y'all
stop
some.
fronting. You had a Batman shirt on. I'm gonna post it too. Once I get a
Whatever.
community page for
That
this,
doesn't mean. Listen, you gonna
yeah,
post me in a
yeah,
Batman shirt?
dude. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
That wasn't my favorite hero though.
You never gonna see me in a Superman shirt. Go look. You won't see me in a Superman shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you was wearing shades like the Terminator, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't want to talk about that.
Oh my God. Whatever.
I can't
Man,
wait until you
man,
do
tell the people where they
RoboCop
can
versus
find you at.
Terminator.
Oh, well, we gonna do it. We gonna definitely do it. Stay ready. You there? Tell the people about
Man,
your channel.
y'all can find me right here with Ag Region 45 going. We call us the Comic Con, man. We're
Yes.
gonna be giving y'all the vision. That's what y'all.
Yeah. Yup. Yup. Definitely. And appreciate my bro and my sis. You know, what I mean, this was real fun. I actually had a good time. You know, always we always talk about boxing. It was good to unwind and what I mean, be a nerd for like 3 seconds. I wanna next one I want to do. I want to cover something else. Ninja Turtles was fun. Maybe we could do Power Ranger comic books is pretty good too. Don't sleep.
I
Don't
never
sleep.
read the Power Ranger comic
Yo,
book.
you need to. You need to. Those joints is fire. I might buy you one. That's how fire they are. Because I just feel
All right,
like you should read it and you will like
we
it.
might we might
Um,
have to talk about that camp.
yeah, yeah, man. Oh, yo, don't knock it till you try it.
All right.
Um, I appreciate, the couple viewers that been here. We just getting started, but we gonna be steady and slowly climbing. Salute to all my peoples, the usual suspects, the LDBC, the Full Berserker Clan, uh, Tay Tay, and the TWT, and we out of here, man. Peace.